Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube. We have trophied our last 3 drafts in a row. It's getting a little scary. Let's see if we can do 4 in a row. I will be very impressed. Hard to do with an opening pack like this. Not a lot of good cards here. Nothing I'm excited to first pick. Authority is probably the strongest card, but then you're first picking a 5-drop. Urza Saga can be strong in the right deck. I tend to not like those decks, but this is the most flexible general card. If we open power, we're going to be pretty happy to have an Urza Saga, so this is a good option. You could take Fallen Shinobi, that puts me in my least favorite 2-color combination. You could take like a Tarfire or a Troll of Khazad-dûm, maybe like a Brazen Borrower. I think I'm going to take Urza Saga because if we open like power, I'll be pretty happy to have it, and if I don't, it's not that big of a opportunity cost here. We do miss our first pick, but you can be completely fine in a draft without your first pick. You don't need it. Okay, next we have Ancient Tomb's quite good. I've been really loving Nethergoyf lately. This card is just a 1-mana 4/5 a lot of the time. So you could take that. This is the first time I think I've seen Bloodghast. Maybe I just missed it in the packs because I think it's Vampire Hexmage. That's an option. You could take Jataxian Probe. Chromatic Star does go well with Urza Saga as our first pick. But I think Ancient Tomb goes better. I'm going to take an Ancient Tomb here. Keep ourselves open. Okay, there's a Smuggler's Copter. Copter Ancient Tomb is really good. Urza's Bauble, Pest Infestation, and a Dismember. I could take Dismember and try and wheel the Copter. That's a decision. But I think Copter is just better here, especially with Urza Saga and Ancient Tomb. This goes well with both of our opening picks, so fairly happy to be in that position. I love Ursine Monstrosity. Chaldea Guardian's also an incredible card. This card probably wheels. I don't think people have realized quite how strong it is yet. Town Greeter is something you wheel. Mindstone's just a bad card. So I'm going to take Ursine Monstrosity. Quite good with Ancient Tomb. You can cast it on turn 2. And then maybe this wheels, because that would be awesome. Okay. Mind Twist, 6. Archon of Cruelty, Quantum Riddler, some fixing. Skyclave Apparition, also an incredibly strong card. It is double white, which puts us into an awkward position. Mind Twist can be good if you have things like Ancient Tomb and green cards, but I don't know about that. 6 with Ancient Tomb also could be good. We are in green currently with this card. Skyclave is so strong. I'm not sure where I want to go. Double white is really hard to swing. So I could just take 6. I think I will. It's a pretty conservative pick, because I already know I'm likely to want to be in green. Wayfinder, Tireless Tracker, Oliphant could potentially help us out a bit. I kind of like the Wayfinder. It makes us open to Hogacking. Yavimaya also helps with Urza Saga Ancient Tomb, but I think I'm going to take the Wayfinder. I just have not found Yavimaya to be that valuable. Gaia's Cradle, Phonetic of Ronus, Mutable Explorer. This gives you a Mutavault token, which is kind of cool. I could take Wastewood Verge. Nettle Cyst is interesting to go with Copter Saga. Infernal Grasp is good removal. That is, like, if you're playing a green deck, that is kind of what decks like this tend to lack, is good removal. Nettle Cyst in green is something I have not tried yet. Is it better than Fanatic of Ronus? Probably not. With Satyr Wayfinder, Fanatic is excellent to have, like, as something you can put into your graveyard, and then go from there. Okay, we do have Soul Guide Lantern to go with Urza Saga. Missing out on not a lot. I think Baloth Prime sucks, especially if Zeranorb's already in the pack. Like, you can't get both. Okay, then we could take Cankerbloom. Eternal Witness doesn't do a ton for us. Eternal Witness with 6, though, can be okay, but so can Cankerbloom. I normally don't like this card, but when you're playing to win, you got to take interaction, and this gives green interaction. But Eternal Witness Wayfinder does give you... Alright, fine, I'll take... I talked myself into Eternal Witnessing. At this point, probably just going to take Force of Vigor. It is a pretty solid removal spell. And we passed up on Cankerbloom, so, you know, get in there. Urza's Bauble helps with Urza's Saga. Commercial District helps if we want to go red. It keeps us open to Minsk and Boo, but I think I'll take the Bauble. Right, this can grab zeros. Yeah. Because Saga is good in the green deck. If you can get Asika's Chariot, things like that, that care about constructs, this can be very powerful. And then you can get it back from your graveyard with things like Eternal Witness or Ice Till Explorer. And so you just have this value engine of, hey, I'm going to make it 2/2 and then a 3/3 and then a 4/4. Caldea Guardian, perfect. Yeah, I've been loving Satyr Wayfinder in this deck. Even like if you get Hogak, it's incredible. If you don't get Hogak though, like it's stuff for Eternal Witness, cards in your graveyard for 6. It can find you a Strip Mine maybe if you have it. Digs you deeper to Shifting Woodland. I love it. We're also in the open lane by far. I'll take a Master of Death. That keeps us a little bit open to survival of the fittest. So far, I like where we're started. Wow, that's good. Okay, I like where we've started. I think I missed Town Greeter. Probably just was in a pack that I didn't wheel. So we know we only have one mill creature. So like Malevolent Rumble will be high value if we see a Hogak anyway. Or Survival, Vengevine, that kind of thing. And then this deck, the problem with green is it's short on removal. We missed Dismember for Smuggler's Copter, so we're gonna want some type of like interaction. We took Force of Vigor for that reason. We took Soul Guide Lantern for that reason. But from that pack 1, it looks like green was wide open, so if there are good green cards, we should have access to them. There's Natural Order. I don't think this is really a natural, although I didn't see many mana dorks going around or wheeling. I didn't see much of that at all, so that is potentially something to be concerned about. Someone could be in green just taking like the mana dorks. I mean, Pyroglyph is the nuts. Good with Caldea Guardian. Eternal Witness, great with 6. You could just keep recasting it. I think that is worth splashing. Lightning Bolt is worse. Yeah, take a Pyroglyph. Then we get... Ugh, these packs have not been good. I guess Ugin is one to consider. I don't really know if we're Uganing here. Terra Sunder does give us more removal. Snuff Out would be good, but the mana requirements of this are quite strong. 7 mana for this is a lot, but I do have some colorless. I'm going to try an Ugin here. I think this could be an incredible top-end card. It does push us into a type of deck I don't normally like, which is ramp. But if we have some of us start with Ancient Tomb. We have an incentive to take some cheap colorless cards with Urza's Saga. Maybe we get a Soul Ring or a Mana Crypt, who knows. But like last pack, our opening pick was horrible. Our opening 2 picks were horrible, but then we found the open lane and life was easy. Like now we got a Fury. And we're taking a Fury. Multiverse Passage, I would like. Coalition Relic, maybe, but we'll take Fury. This gives us Pyroglyph plus Fury gives us the interaction we were looking for. Thornspire Verge, I probably just have to take... I could also take like Expedition Map or like a Light Shatterer. I know I could have taken Natural Order Worldspine Worm. I think that's an easy way just to like lose games, is drawing the Worldspine Worm when you didn't want to. So I don't like that. The fixing, I think, is the most important thing here. Expedition Map is whatever. Hex Drinker is incredible. I could take Karn. Interesting. No, that's too many expensive cards. I'll take a Hex Drinker. Maybe Karn Wheels. Okay, at this point, I think it's gotta be Elvish Mystic. Tezzeret, we could be like mono green artifacts. That's fun. No, it's gotta be Elvish Mystic here. Our deck right now is missing cheap turn 1 plays. Ancient Tomb can help a little bit, but you still need to actually get through your deck. Galvanic Discharge, Green Sun Zenith. So Green Sun Zenith helps us. It can get Hex Drinker, which is a big game. Discharge. I already have 2 decent red cards, and this makes us more likely to be able to hit when we want to. It is just kind of an expensive mana dork, though. Maybe I don't care about it. What does this card even do? Becomes all colors. Each creature you control is hexproof from each of its colors. I don't think I care about that. I'm going to take the Discharge, give us some cheap interaction. This gives me red-green. So there's that. We do have Smuggler's Copter plus Magda. And that can give us treasure tokens, but I think I'm going to take the red-green duel first. Magda's fine, but it's not, like, game-breaking here. This pack was not great for us, although, I don't know, Paraguay Fury, hard to be too mad about getting those good cards. But we need, like, a little bit more oomph. Holy cow. Natural Order wheels. Bloodbraid Challenger also wheels. We do have some zeros in the deck, so I don't know how much I care about this. I'm not going to play Natural Order. I think that card's a trap. Challenger has haste. It's 5 mana, but it's a red card for Fury. Scythecat Cub, turn 2, play it, get fetches on things. I don't have any fetch lands right now. I don't have any double mana stuff. I'll take the Challenger. Unlikely to play really either one. Horizon Canopy versus Terra Sunder. I'm probably not playing this. Horizon Canopy gives us just a land that we can stack to draw cards. It lets me comfortably play a bigger land count. I already have Force of Vigor, so I don't think I need Terra Sunder. It does exile, but so does Force of Vigor. Then we get Keen-Eyed Curator versus Coalition Relic. This could actually be, if I'm playing Ugin, this could be a Coalition Relic deck, but I think we have Ancient Tomb, Saga, some expensive stuff. Alright, I'm gonna take it. I normally don't like this card, but today's the day. Take it. We're gonna take Loot the Pathfinder. We're going in. There's Karn. There's Tezzeret. Search your library for an artifact. Untap it. Okay, I'll take a Tezzeret, I guess. If we get a Mox, this deck is gonna be actually kind of sick. Come on, Mox. We have all the colorless planeswalkers. Oh, okay. Black Lotus, pretty good with Tezzeret, although not really. You can get Black Lotus in your hand, which is good. Very happy about it. This is an incredible Black Lotus deck. We're just gonna take it before I misclick or something. Okay, Black Lotus. We're not doing this. This changes things tremendously. Isika's Chariot. Yes, that is an incredible turn 1 play. Pyrokinesis also quite good. But I mean, we're taking the Chariot here. We have Urza Saga. We have Karn that makes Karnstructs. This is so good. It is reserved. Okay, take that. Take the Chariot. Then we get a Mox Diamond. Okay, we're moving now. Mox Diamond is good. Retrofitter Foundry is also really good with Tezzeret, right? Maybe that's better. Artifact card, mana value, untap target artifact or creature. Yeah, that seems insane with Tezzeret. Mox Diamond's cool. It can help us accelerate, but let's go. Take Retrofitter. Okay, I'm liking this deck. Pyroglyph's a 0, or not a 0. Fury's a 0, and Force of Vigor is a 0. Ooh. Okay. Grim Monolith with Tezzeret's good, although you can't find it with Tezzeret, but this is absolutely a Grim Monolith deck. I like Rumble, that might come around. And Mox Opal, we're almost in the point where Mox Opal could be doing stuff. But for now, I think it's Grim Monolith. Been a long time since I've drafted green artifacts. I don't think we're quite Ren and Sixing. Endurance gives us more graveyard hate. Evanescence Pilgrim gives us our second mana elf. Unfortunately, one that doesn't tap for green. Sword of the Meek doesn't matter. Pyro, Ren and 6. Ren and 6 Urza Saga is something. I'll take it. In this deck in particular, that could be quite nice. Ignoble Hierarch. Tinker's cute. I don't think we're anywhere near that. The Mightstone and Weakstone. Draw 2 cards or get... This isn't an artifact. I guess this can't cast Ugin, which makes it worse. Brightglass Gearhulk, if I had white, would be so sick in this deck, but I think we're going to Ignoble Hierarch. Okay, then I can take... The mana in this deck I don't like. That's my biggest problem right now. Territorial Kavu, not that good. We could take Boseiju for a little bit more interaction. There is Thopter Sword. I don't think it's worth going for that. And the black mana doesn't matter, so we'll take a Boseiju. Okay, we get a very, very potential late survival. I don't think that's what this deck wants. Palantir is interesting. It is an artifact. VV, Carnage Interpreter. I don't really have the mana for this. Not really doing Mako stuff. Unfortunately, Workshop can't cast Tezzeret, Karn, or Ugin. So I think I'll take Palantir and maybe side it in grindy matchups, maybe keep it in the main deck. I'm not entirely sure yet. Here we get Legion Extruder, Tarmogoyf, Anadu. Legion Extruder can make artifacts. It kills stuff. That seems kinda sick. Tarmogoyf gets big. We'll take a Legion Extruder. Detective's Phoenix, Everflowing Chalice. Probably not playing either one. Will I play an Uro? No. I don't have the mana for that. I'll take an Angie's Ravager. Probably not play it. We get Rumble. We also get Mox Opal. Okay. This is tough. Rumble gets any permanent. Mox Opal. I don't think we're quite there on Mox Opal. I'm gonna take Rumble. I think Rumble's great. We'll take Pilgrim but not play it. Wow, Llanowar Elves Wield. If we need to be super fast, I'll take this. And this Wield. If I need Graveyard Hate, I can bring that in. Okay, this deck is all over the place, but I'm kinda digging it. We've got a good core of some good artifacts. This is one of the best Ancient Tomb decks I've had in a while. All these, like, 2-mana things I love. Renin 6. I guess with Horizon Canopy, Boseiju can do some stuff. But it is the most suspicious of them. I'll probably side it in matchups where the ping matters. So what is... I think Elvish Mystic, Ignoble Hierarch, kind of all I need in terms of the green 1-drops. This is a lot of mana in our deck. I'm going to count Black Lotus as a land, but not the mana elves. I don't think I need Coalition Relic anymore. I think Grim Monolith serves that role quite nicely. Leader Wayfinder. Put a land, put the rest in the graveyard. They can help find Urza's Saga, which can then find Black Lotus, so I think that's okay. I like Chaldea Guardian, Pyrogoyf, Chariot, Force of Vigor, Karn, Monstrosity. Eternal Witness is a little bit suspicious, but it can rebuy something like a Fury or a Pyrogoyf. Soulguide Lantern I could sideboard, but I think with Urza's Saga, it's a totally fine main deckable card here. For now, I'm going to side out Legion Extruder. I mean, what does this make? 3/3 colorless artifact creature token. So it's good with Retrofitter Foundry, but like, literally everything's good with Retrofitter Foundry. I don't think I need to worry. Tezzeret. Untap target artifact or creature. This just grabs Black Lotus, so I'm going to play Tezzeret over Palantir, I think. Am I playing Ugin? I have Black Lotus and Grim Monolith. Tezzeret can grab that one. So I think I do play Ugin. And then 16 land with Elvish Mystic, Hierarch, Grim Monolith, Cedar Wayfinder. This, I guess it's really 15 land. This is a really high density of mana sources, but these are free. Eternal Witness, Black Lotus also potentially something quite good, so I guess I will keep that. Maybe I do just cut the Cedar Wayfinder? With Force of Vigor, Fury, Black Lotus, I have plenty of things to Eternal Witness. Wayfinder can grab some lands, but it doesn't matter that much. Take this, take this. Our colored mana situation is awkward. Am I playing Horizon Canopy? I no longer have a way to like Renin 6 it back, so it just kind of hurts me. I think I'm not going to, and I'll side it in matchups that are grindy. 3/7. I'm wondering if I actually should cut this Galvanic Discharge. But it is a red card for Fury, I guess. So that's fine. 3/7. So I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black sources. Or red sources. That's fine, actually. 16 land, plus a Black Lotus, 2 Mana Dorks, Grim Monolith, Ancient Tomb. Let's do it. See you all round 1. This deck is... should I run Palantir Coalition Relic is still my consideration. Palantir gives us repeatable, reliable card draw. It's colorless. No, I don't think so. See you all round 1. All right, we're playing against PNM. Let's go first. Okay. This hand, I'm going to keep. It's not the fastest hand ever, but Malevolent Rumble can grab Black Lotus, and I think that would enable a turn 3 Ugin, I think. Because we would have Black Lotus plus the Rumble token plus 3 lands. So that's 4 plus 3. Yeah, that's 7. So Rumble into Black Lotus could cast Ugin turn 3. My opponent mulliganed to 5. So let me bluff removal here. Mull to 5 tells me they're probably doing something unfair. Yeah. Some kind of Reanimator Doomsday type deck. Elvish Mystic. You're a little late, my friend. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I can Eternal Witness back, Rumble, or Force of Vigor, depending on what my opponent does. Discard Oliphant. Badlands. Still don't quite know what their deck is doing. That's a Fury. Okay, let's go Forest. I'm just going to cast Ursine Monstrosity here. We mill the Chariot, which is something that I can hit off Eternal Witness. And Ursine Monstrosity attacks for 7. Okay. So they're going to Gristlebrand me. Most likely. Not immediately, but eventually. Soul Guide Lantern. Let's go, dude. Main deck graveyard hate. Okay. Forest. Attempt to Guide Lantern to exile the Gristlebrand. Exile Gristlebrand. Attempt Eternal Witness. This is going to get back, I think, just to Seeka's Chariot, to be honest. That card is so good. Last turn. Any red source I can Fury whatever they do, but I think they're just playing an unfair deck, and Soul Guide Lantern, it's doing the thing right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're 2 mana away from Ugin, but they don't have any permanents, so okay, that's that's something. Let me start off by attacking for 2 and see what happens there. Let's play the Chariot. That just resolves. Yeah, pass turn, I guess. Okay, opponent's not doing anything. They could have removal for the Chariot. Through here. Attack. Attack. Make a copy of this cat. The non-attacking one. I will play this, and I'm gonna cast an Elvish Mystic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Mystic lets me just cast Ugin next turn without having to use Black Lotus. And I think they're just dead. Toxic Deluge doesn't stop Chariot. Jace the Mind Sculptor's gonna get exiled by an Ugin. But we're trying to hide Ugin from them so they don't know what's going on. They did mulligan to 5 though. I will give them that. So they're down 2 cards that they otherwise would have. Okay, they keep a card on... Well, they brainstorm, so they put stuff on top. Let's draw. Fanatic of Ronus. I'm just gonna cast Fury here. Fury's gonna kill Jace. And then also Crew Chariot. And that should be lethal, I think. Attack like this. This is already lethal, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if they have a removal spell, they're going to have to use it on a token here. So I want to get just guaranteed token value. Okay. They're dead. Reanimator. Don't have much for the Reanimator matchup. I guess Galvanic Discharge is less valuable if they're just playing all unfair stuff. It does kill a Jace the Mind Sculptor, but I think I would rather have Territorial Kavu, because this can exile cards from graveyards. And I'm keeping in Force of Vigor because I don't know, they might have like Animate Dead or Necromancy. Sneak Attack maybe. This hand is terrible, so we will mulligan. I accept. Grim Monolith. Do your thing. Territorial Kavu. Okay. Lead on Forest. So turn 2 Monolith enables turn 3 6 mana. So the current plan is to Territorial Kavu turn 2 so I can start exiling things right away. It is just a 1/1. It's the saddest 1/1 ever, but we'll take it. Pyroglyph. That's pretty good. Let's play the Kavu. 1/1 lowly Kavu. But he's literally just here because it's better than Galvanic Discharge in this spot, I think. Bone Shard the Kavu. Crabomination. Oh my god, are you gonna hit my Ugin? Alright. What do you got? They hit Ugin, bro. Come on. All right. If I was on the play, completely different, but I don't know if I can beat that now. We'll see. First line monstrosity. If they have anything colorless, I just gotta play this. Start milling myself here. That sucks, man. He's a 4/4. Well, at least we get to be on the play. Search your library for any number of colorless non-land cards. They probably don't have a ton, so maybe his ultimate isn't that scary. They are just going to gain 3 life and draw a card every single turn, though, so we're not racing that. Phantasmal Image the Crab. Alright. I will concede to that. I don't want them seeing more of my deck. Okay, double crab. Yeah, discharge doesn't help. Just run it back. I think Kavu was great in that spot. If I'm on the play, they don't access their graveyard because I exile the crab. But they can kind of set it up, I guess, so they discard reanimate right away. But I still think Kavu is better than discharge would be. Here is Black Lotus, Hex Drinker, Ugin, Pyrogoyf. I'm going to keep this. Is Bone Shards an instant? That's a good question. Let's find out. Because the only removal I've seen was Bone Shards. Bone Shards. I'm Googling it. Bone Shards is a sorcery. So playing Hex Drinker and leveling it up a bunch is a little bit suspicious. Because if they just go turn 1 Bone Shards, my whole game plan is dead. So we're just going to play Hex Drinker normally. And then hopefully use Black Lotus as like a quick burst of level ups. Okay, that's a lot of land. Let's go forest, level, attack for 2. And if they Crabomination me, I'm going to be very sad, but it is what it is. I've had Ugin in my opening hand all games. Okay, they have 2 mana now. Fanatic of Ronus. So I can get this to level 3 right now. Play a forest. Get this to level 3. They do kill it. Oh, they just bounce it. Okay. So next turn, I think we're going to play Fanatic here. Because next turn I can go Ugin fairly easily. Or like play Hex Drinker, level it up to max level off Fanatic kind of thing too. Talisman, can't hit that with Ugin. Ancient Tomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's play Ancient Tomb. Play Hex Drinker to see what happens. Let me start leveling you up. Level up. Level up to 3. So this now taps for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Yeah, I think I just get this to max level, right? 6, 7, 8. Max level Hex Drinker. I'm gonna play Black Lotus because I can use Beseiju. And see what they could do with that. They snuff out the Fanatic. So they could have killed Hex Drinker at any time. And they chose not to. It's really annoying having Ugin in all these matchups against an opponent with no permanence. Liliana. Okay, so they edict the Hex Drinker. But that's why we saved Ugin. So Hex Drinker's gone. Okay. We draw Ursine Monstrosity, and we can eternalize a Fanatic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm just going to play Beseiju here. Cast Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, unfortunately, can't really do that much. But I don't take any damage here, I guess. Oh, no, he can uptick. Oh my god, I tapped so wrong here. Right, he can add mana, but I guess gaining life and drawing a card is more important. That's a Fury. Okay, he's at 9. Okay, so I should have had a forest out so I could cast Ursine Monstrosity, probably. But we'll see. Opponent didn't have Bone Shards for the Ugin, so that's good news. We draw 6. That seems really good. Gain 3 life, draw a card. Land lets me Black Lotus. Chaldea Guardian's also nice. I think I will play both of Let's go Ursine Monstrosity. And 6 has reach to block a Brazen Borrower. So we'll do that. Ugin at 11 can ultimate. I don't know if that's any number of colorless. So I can get Karn, I can get the other Tezzeret. Mill a card. We milled the mountain that we needed. Hardcast Gush. Honestly, not the scariest thing I've ever seen. So they could Bone Shards and Ugin and then reanimate Gristlebrand would be probably the worst thing that could happen. If I draw a land, I cannot retrace Ugin because I only have 6 mana. So that could have been a reason to retrace Fnatic, I guess. Because if they kill Ugin, recasting it from the graveyard would be so sick. I guess if I draw a land, I could go... No, I would need 2 lands, right? Because I could land, discard, play Black Lotus, but then I couldn't... I wouldn't have a land in hand to then Ugin. 5, 6... Time Warp yourself. Okay, that's gotta be good for me. No, it's not. That's Reanimate, Seed, X Drinker. Okay. And then they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can't quite get it to big enough to kill Ugin, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could have 7 mana. That's not going to be level 8. I also like them using Reanimate aggressively for my sake. But it could mean that they have more than one Reanimation card in hand. And they're looking for a way to get something into the graveyard. What'd they do off Ponder? Declined, so they did not shuffle off Ponder. That's not good. The One Ring, okay. Not the scariest card ever, but they don't take any damage this turn, which is annoying. I just need to draw a land. Like, please. Okay, we draw the land. Excellent. Let me... A lot of things I can do. I can ultimate Ugin, but I think we're going to do that next turn. +2 Ugin. Gain life, draw card. Asika's Chariot is so good. Okay, 6, we're going to retrace a Black Lotus. This is going to exile Hex Drinker. Then we're going to... So attacking doesn't do anything, but it does let me get a card off of 6. And I guess Ursine Monstrosity has to attack anyway. So let's see what land I get. Copter's also not bad. Getting Forest, Mountain. Okay, let's go Chariot. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, play Chariot. Chaldea Guardian in the graveyard also really, or at being able to be blitzed is also really good. I can save the mountain to retrace the Smuggler's Copter, but trying to think it like the thing that scares me the most is really like Pyrocoif or them just having Crabomination, but maybe it's not even that bad. Ugin can retrace Smuggler's Copter, so they'd have to kill 6. I think I am going to just keep this land in hand. Oh, I can retrace Black. We're just going to keep it like this. We'll see what they do. They draw a card. They go to 11. So I basically have lethal off Pyrogoyf, plus like Ugin Ultimate. So keeping the mountain in hand also lets me just go like Mountain, Pyrogoyf, hit you for 5. Maybe 6 if they kill an Ugin. Mind Twist my hand. Pretty gross. Or is this a hard cast crab? Meat Hook Massacre for 4. Sure. Creature and opponent dies, you gain 1 life. You got it. They're at 15. I think they're dead. I hope they're dead. Okay, Force of Vigor seems quite good right about now. Let's start by ultimating Ugin. Okay. Cast, 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 cast. Boom! Let me begin with Tezzeret. Exile this. They're just dead, right? That's so many things coming into play. Tezzeret's gonna ultimate, which lets me attack them with Black Lotus, probably. Okay, Tezzeret's in play. I will cast Karn. What does this say? Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a loyalty counter on it. So I can untap a permanent. Cast this. Not exile anything. He gets bigger. Cast this. Not exile anything. Karn's going to make a giant construct that I will copy with my Seeker's Chariot. I don't know why opponent's still playing, but we'll see. Soul Guide Lantern. I guess we're probably just going to ultimate Tezzeret. We're going to exile their Time Warp. Play Retrofitter. Exile nothing. They Force of Negation Retrofitter Foundry. That was it for them. The Retrofitter Foundry was too much. I guess because Tezzeret... But I can Karn downtick, right? Get a construct. That lets me ultimate Tezzeret. You get an emblem with... Put 3 counters on an artifact. It becomes a robot creature. I think this works. Okay. So I can't retrace anything, so we'll just play the mountain. I'm gonna blitz the Chaldea Guardian. I can Force of Vigor. We're gonna get a 3/3. Put 3+1/+1 counters in target artifact. It becomes a robot creature. So I think I can just make the chariot. But I can also do this. Crew the chariot here. And then turn Black Lotus into a creature. Because that does not have summoning sickness. Attack, attack, attack. Make a copy of the construct. And then Pyrogoyf them to death. Wow, what a kill. See you next round. Hey, and I'm sorry for the interruption, but I just wanted to say this video is sponsored by me. I'm developing a game called Azoth that's on Steam right now. You can go wishlist it. It's a single-player deck-building roguelike card game where you play cards in links to solve puzzles and patterns and defeat bosses. I developed it to get the same type of experience you get when playing it like a Storm deck in Magic, but in a simplified single-player experience that's just really fun and replayable. So if that sounds fun at all to you, we've got a Steam playtest. We just finally finished the demo. We're going to start letting in new players to that soon. So you can go join that, help us make the game better. You can also join the Discord to help give us feedback on the game, any thoughts you liked or didn't like, to make the game as good as possible. Go check all those links out in the description. Otherwise, just enjoy the video. Ooh, okay, that match was scary. We're playing against JMoney23. Let's go first. Tell our opponent good luck, have fun. I like this hand. Mostly because it's a turn 2 Black Lotus. I'm gonna keep this. It could also be a turn 2 Retrofitter. I actually don't have much need for Black Lotus right now. We'll see. It's gonna be a turn 2 something. Elvish Mystic. It is not going to be a turn 2 something. Never mind. They kill my thing. I have a Force of Vigor, which could be useful. We'll see. Much harder to kill Fanatic of Ronus in a red deck. Oh man, if I draw an untapped land, I get to go Blitz Chaldea Guardian, tap Fanatic for mana. That's going to be crazy. Force of Vigor's looking better as well. Untapped land. Ugh. Yeah, sad. Okay, so we get to Tezzeret here. Play a Ketria Triome. -3 Tezzeret. Oh, Tezzeret can untap Fanatic of Ronus. Is that better than getting Black Lotus? I think so. I didn't realize he could untap anything. That's crazy stuff. Okay, let's exile Firebolt from their graveyard. Then Tezzeret goes up. This makes it harder for them to kill Tezzeret too. Saga goes up, so if they go to make a construct, I should be able to just exile it with Force of Vigor. Construct plus Urza Saga. So it's like Stone Rain, Time Walk, all in one card. Grim Monolith. That's also quite strong. Okay. Let me play Grim Monolith. Tezzeret gets bigger. Tap this to play Chaldea Guardian. And I'm not going to blitz it, I don't think. Well, no, because keeping it in play lets Fanatic of Ronus tap for mana forever. That gives me plenty of mana. And I will untap Grim Monolith here. And I'm just going to hold up Force of Vigor for after they activate Urza Saga. Okay, turn off auto yields. I will exile this and this. So any artifact lets me ultimate Tezzeret. They do have Core Steel Cutter, which is not bad. But Chaldea Guardian can block, which is nice. Malevolent Rumble. That's a great one. I guess I'm gonna keep all of my colored mana. Let's rumble. Okay, none of these are particularly good. I guess Hex Drinker I can level up almost to max here, so maybe that is just good. Let's do that. Hex Drinker. Yeah, I can max out Hex Drinker. Let's do... do I want to exile something with Soul Guide Lantern? I think I might. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I have plenty of mana because Tezzeret can also untap Fnatic too. Alright, let's go tap for a bunch of green. Play Hex Drinker. Sack Soul Guide Lantern. Draw a card, or just wait. Honestly, let's just level this up. Level up. They Fire Blast Hex Drinker, sacrificing both of their mountains. You got it. Okay, Hex Drinker is dead. Probably gonna want to exile their graveyard here. And I have a ton of mana, so I think I'm gonna grab Retrofitter Foundry. Play Retrofitter. Tezzeret gets bigger. Okay, they just conceded that. That makes sense to me. Okay, mono red, all in aggro stuff. Like the Galvanic Discharge. Blockers are quite good. Renin 6 doesn't seem bad, especially if they have something like Wasteland or Strip Mine against me. Force of Vigor was great in that matchup. They also have... I'm liking this card a lot more the more I play with it. Fury's good. Bloodbraid Challenger I don't think I need. Renin 6 can start pinging small creatures. I think they showed enough things that Renin 6 could be valuable. It also protects me against Strip Mine Wasteland, which are some of the scariest things decks like this can do. This hand's interesting. I will keep this. Urza's Saga turn 1, Ancient Tomb turn 2 is something. Depends on what they do turn 1. Figure of Destiny. I think I am going to do this. It's kind of risky, because I could go turn 2 6. But I think getting Black Lotus with 6 in play is going to go crazy. Especially with Eternal Witness as the draw. So that's the reason why I'm doing this. Take 2. Voldarian Epicure, you got it. So we're going to take some damage in the process. Although... Change of plans. I kind of regret this, but I wouldn't have done anything that much differently either. So we're just going to Galvanic Discharge the Figure of Destiny. Do I wait and see if they level? Because then I still have to take the damage. I think I do, because they could draw Gut, they could draw Bombardiers. There's a lot of things they could do. It does mean I can't attack this, though. Screaming Nemesis. Okay. That's kind of a problem. I guess I will kill this thing. Take 4 here. Okay, tap you for mana. Gonna grab Black Lotus. Crack Black Lotus for green. Let me play Malevolent Rumble. Terrible. Really bad draws. I guess I'll grab a forest. Then I can play 6. 6 can recast Black Lotus. I don't think I'm going to be Ancient Tombing anytime soon. Black Lotus we're going to sack for triple green, which will let me Eternal Witness. That's going to get back. What am I getting back? I guess Rumble? Retrace Black Lotus. Sack this for green. We're really digging for an Ugin here. That's my best out, sort of. Cast Rumble. Renin 6 also could be good. Tezzeret. Tezzeret seems quite good, actually. He can grab Retrofitter. Renin 6 can get back Urza's Saga. Ignoble's fine, it's whatever. I think Tezzeret is the play. Then we're going to cast Tezzeret. I guess I kind of want the Eldrazi spawn because it blocks Screaming Nemesis quite well. We'll keep one Eldrazi spawn around. Play this. Cast Tezzeret. We're going to play a Bauble. And I will retrace Black Lotus. Tezzeret gets bigger. Get a random card in target player's hand. I should have done that sooner, I guess. They have Legion Extruder, so they can do 2 damage to something. So putting Tezzeret to 3 makes it likely he could get killed. But I think that's probably okay. Grab Retrofitter. And I guess I will just play and activate Retrofitter, because that grows Tezzeret a lot. Although I do lose my Black Lotus in that case, and I do need all this mana. But I think it's still worthwhile, because keeping Tezzeret alive is pretty important. He gets bigger, and he gets bigger. Go ahead. That's why we Urza Saga'd for Black Lotus, by the way. So they can Legion Extruder the Blood token. I can block Screaming Nemesis with the Eldrazi spawn. Take no damage here. And then I can set up Servo Sacrifice to nullify Screaming Nemesis going forward. They have Fable. Okay, this feels like a good position to be in. They don't have great blockers. Ursine Monstrosities in town. A lot of different directions to go. I think it all begins with attacking with 6 here. Hopefully hitting a land. I missed all of them. Okay. We're gonna retrace Renin 6. Renin 6 is gonna grab a land. Ancient Tomb does feel pretty good with Retrofitter. Urza's Saga also can start making constructs like next turn. Let's do that, actually. I could use Urza's Saga to then retrace something, but what am I getting? I can get a Black Lotus. I can get a Grim Monolith. I can't cast Grim Monolith. Alright, just play this. Get a Saga token. This lets me sacrifice the Servo. And this is going to untap 6. So Renin 6 gives me unlimited retrace stuff. My opponent can discard their hand. It's going to be a scary turn. They discard Glorybringer Legion Extruder. That's an insane hand for them. I think they were looking for another land. Fiery Confluence. Destroy target artifact. Deals 1 damage to each creature. That's probably game, to be honest. I might as well retrigger Tezzeret. But yeah, we're probably dead here. I need to draw Ugin. So Screaming Nemesis triggers. I guess they can't reliably attack with Screaming Nemesis now. So I can no longer gain life. I can block the Goblin. Attack me, attack me. Okay, I'm going to take 3 damage here. I'm at 7. They have Fire Blast, post-combat, Chain Lightning. Yikes. Alright, I don't really know what I can draw anymore. Caldea Guardian, right? Because Screaming Nemesis makes it so hard for me to actually kill them. I couldn't race, so I could activate Urza's Saga and then just immediately ultimate Tezzeret. But then I can't, like, Screaming Nemesis is just huge, right? I can't really deal with that. I can Blitz a Caldea Guardian, hit them for 4, draw a card, get a token. Let me get back a land. I don't know if it matters what land I get. Play this. Okay. Urza's Saga plus Ultimate Tezzeret means they maybe can't attack, but it also means they probably just can. I can Blitz a Caldea Guardian, and then I have 1/1s to block the Nemesis. That's probably the play. Attack you for 4. Just gotta dig deeper into my deck. Tezzeret. I'll just untap you. Okay, we draw Ugin. That's what we needed. I don't know if I have mana for it, though. That's the problem. Gut. Okay, I think I'm probably just dead. I think I can stack the blood. I get a 4/1 menace. Me and me. So I'm gonna take 3 damage here. Down to 4. Mountain. I don't think there's anything I can get here that would do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Black Lotus is in the graveyard. Grim Monolith is in the graveyard. So I can't cast Ugin, so we're gonna get a construct. Get a Soul Guide Lantern. That's gonna exile a land. I guess sorcery. I think still a 3/3. I think I'm just dead. Yeah, I think I'm just dead. I can turn this into a creature. I'm just dead. Screaming Nemesis, good card. Okay. They're still just an all-in aggressive deck. I'm on the play this time, which definitely helps. I think we just run it. I feel like there was a way I could have won that game if I was more careful with 6, but I'm not entirely sure what that was. Because I was trying to dig to Ugin because Ugin felt like the easiest way to win this matchup. And then the Fiery Confluence was particularly brutal. So I got to keep that in mind too. Actually, yeah, I think my game plan was fine. They just had Fiery Confluence because I had Retrofitter to blank the Screaming Nemesis, and I was just going to untap and like ultimate Tezzeret and go crazy. They just had it right at the right turn. I could have also Galvanic Discharged the Screaming Nemesis much earlier. Maybe that was the play as well. Because I would take 3. Can't gain life. They have a 2/2. It's not that bad. Alright, let's do this. On the play. Grim Monolith, Karn, Force of Vigor. I'm going to keep... I think the Monolith is quite helpful. Karn is a little bit slow. I'm going to play around Wasteland here. Turn 1 Channeler. Okay. That is devastating. Play the Monolith. I did misplay. I was supposed to play Thornspire Verge there. We'll see if it matters. Okay, take 1. Evora is nice for them. Not good for me. Retrofitter Foundry is exceptional. That's a very good draw. Let's play Thornspire Verge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can play this and activate it at once. And I guess also have Force of Vigor up. I can play Karn and downtick Karn, which will make a 3/3. I think I'm going to play this. Hold up Force of Vigor, hold up Karn. Right? Or do I... Like if I servo Opter. If I Karn right now, I get a 3/3. If they just kill the 3/3 and then attack Karn, it's not good. Evora is going to get huge, but I should be able to negate it with a giant Karnstruct next turn. Fable. So they can... no, they don't get the token yet. So I can block Evora with Retrofitter. I can also Force of Vigor the Fable. They kept it on top. Get a Shaman. Am I scared of them discarding? Not really. I think I need to develop a board presence first before I get too scared of anything. So let's get a servo. Ursine Monstrosity. That seems also quite good. Let's go Mountain. Play Karn. Make a Karnstruct. Karnstruct is a 4/4, could become a 5/5. I can hold up Retrofitter Foundry activation to make this into a 5/5. I can just cast Ursine Monstrosity. Fiery Confluence would be fairly devastating, but it would kill all their stuff. I guess I'm going to play Ursine Monstrosity. I get to mill a card. Ugh, losing Paraglyph sucks. And then I know I didn't Force a Vigor this turn, but I can hopefully do it like the following turn. It made sense to me to build up my board as much as possible. I guess one reason to not let them discard is they could kill Karn with Dragon's Rage Channeler if they can hit Delirium. It seems unlikely. They'd have to discard like exactly 4 cards to hit it, but it is possible. Firebolt, Figure of Destiny. Oh, and it makes Evora huge. I didn't even think about that. He's a 4/4 now. That was yeah, okay. Supposed to kill Fable there instead of playing Karn, maybe? I don't know, Karn's so good. They sear the construct. Okay, now we're in trouble. They kept on top. Evoke to cast. 3/3 kill. Okay, I don't think I'm winning this matchup if they're drawing this well. I need to like top deck Ugin this turn. They've kind of just had everything. Evora gets bigger. So there's no way to keep Karn alive. So we'll just let it die. Okay, Renin 6 doesn't let me force a Vigor, but I guess I can wait one more turn because pinging Channeler seems quite strong. I do probably lose the Renin 6, but eating the blood token doesn't do anything because they're just going to sack it to the treasure, and if I eat the treasure, they're just going to use it to eat the blood. So I think getting them off of a 3-3 here makes the most sense to me. Although, I gotta think about what my outs are. Let's play Forest. Drawing Ugin is very powerful. Potentially one of the only ways I could win this. So holding Grim Monolith up to answer that is something. They have 2 cards in hand. Killing this, they have 3 card types. They would have to hit. They have instant creature. So if they just discard a land off blood token, this becomes a 3/3 flyer. All right, I think I do just kill this. Kill this Retrofitter Foundry, and then I'm basically locked into activating Force of Vigor next turn. They Evora to get. Oh, clever. Yep, I guess that was a mistake. Battle display. They just had literally everything, dude. Holy cow. Create a servo. Okay, good thing I didn't go for Grim Monolith, because they would have just killed it probably. But maybe if I go for Ugin, I think I still just die. Check me. They get a treasure token. Okay, me, Renin 6, me. I think I'm going to double block this Goblin Shaman. They get a blood token. They play Shieldbreaker. Yeah, I'm kind of dead here. Go Forest, exile this before it gets scary, but I don't think good things are happening. They're just going to use the blood token anyway, so I'm going to exile the treasure, because that's the one thing. But I'm taking 7, 8, 9, like I'm so dead. 10, 10 damage. Drawing Ugin wouldn't have even done it, I don't think. Yeah, okay, GG's. GG's. Their deck is sick. This is why I say Boros, Mono Red are the best decks. The trophy streak has come to an end. But, you know, these are the best decks. It just happens to be. Oof. Alright, see you next round. Alright. We're playing against Strung Out. See what this deck can do. Not this hand. It would be sick with the land. Mulligan. Bro, why? I'm gonna keep this because mulliganing's bad and this deck tends to work well with a lot of lands, but holy cow. Also, Retrofitter is really powerful in the right deck. Thoughtseize my Retrofitter, just have nothing. What even is Magic the Gathering? I think it was a fine keep. They happen to be on the play with the Thoughtseize. I do have Eternal Witness. I don't think I want to play Ketria Triome because there's a good chance I want to cycle it here. Just because of how many lands I already have. Tezzeret's not bad. Given that we have Tezzeret, I think I have plenty to do with my mana, so I will now play the Triome. They miss a land drop. That's good news for me. What's Parverge? I'm gonna wait to Eternal Witness. They're missing land drops. I want them to have to do something with their mana. Never mind, they have Vampiric Tutor. Maybe they just tutor for a land. I wouldn't be surprised. They did not tutor for a land. Okay, let's go Forest. Eternal Witness. Get this back. I feel like I'm gonna get hit by Flash. I don't really know what their deck is doing. Spell Pierce? Okay. Kind of annoying. I could have waited a turn. Okay. They draw a land. Did they tutor for a Spell Pierce? I don't quite know. Let me... Chaldea Guardian. Thank you for 6. Snuff out the Chaldea Guardian. I think that still lets me draw cards. Yeah, that does actually nothing. They take 4 damage, I draw a card, and I get 2/1/1 still. So that was 1 mana, or 0... Just lose a card, do nothing. Bullmasters. They could have... Wait, okay, what is going on? They could have Bowmastered in response to the draw card trigger, which would have been pretty good. I think I will discharge this guy. Pay 1. It kind of sucks. This is like a 3-for-1 Bowmasters because they also get a 1/1 here. But it could have been much worse. Because they could have Bowmasters in response before they snuff out. Okay. They attack with that dude. Kind of fine trading. No, they're at 12. They could Toxic Deluge the board. I'm just going to take it. They're at 12. No way. Oh my god. You have Fallen Shinobi. I guess that is one thing to consider here. Oh my god, this could be so bad for me. What did you hit? Smuggler's Copter. Okay. Devastating, but not the end of the world, but holy cow, that was so bad. Kind of makes sense, right? They might as well go for it. So I can go Tezzeret into Karn. Add this. Untap this. Play Karn. Karn will make a construct. I cannot believe they had Fallen Shinobi there. Oh, I mean, right? You gotta go for it. Karn dies to Smuggler's Copter now, because I don't have a flyer. And Retrofitter's gone for Tezzeret, so I'm kind of in a bad spot, to be honest. Yep. Goodbye, Karn. Maybe a reason to uptick Karn. They attack Tezzeret. That is not what I expected. They discard a Moonshadow. Okay. They attack Tezzeret. You could kill Karn. You could have killed Karn right there. Let's go Karnstruct. Or do I uptick Karn? Probably just hit a land. I'm just gonna keep going Karnstruct. It's gonna be a 2/2, which is gonna be a 3/3. Tezzeret can grab an artifact, but I think I'm going to put a counter on the construct here. 3/3. So now, and I want to mill with Ursine Monstrosity as well. Urza's Saga. That would have been nice, but that's okay. Attack for 4, 5, 6. I have 3 blockers back. I think I'm just better off attacking for 4 Exalted. And I'm going to keep the Forest in hand for if we draw 6. They have Subtlety. Okay, good thing I only attacked with 1 dude. I don't know why they didn't Subtlety my Ursine Monstrosity. What is happening here? I think I didn't really respect my opponent because they Fallen Shinobi, but like, what is happening here? I don't really know what's going on. They could have killed Karn, they didn't. What is going to happen? You kill Karn. You kill Tezzeret. You're currently dead to Ursine Monstrosity. You have to have something here. Okay. You're dead on board. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. You're just dead. Where's the vigor? Alright. Bring it in. Show you one more card from my deck. The Seiju. He's a 9/9. Bop, bop, bop. Right? They have no cards in hand. This doesn't do anything. You're just dead. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Control. Kind of control. Maybe Palantir's good in this matchup. A little bit better than Bloodbraid's also good. Chariot seems good. Force of Vigor, I don't know. I'm gonna try Palantir for now. I'm on the draw. If I draw a land, I think I'm gonna keep this. It's got Soul Guide. Okay. What the heck? What was that? Ugh, that's frustrating to lose the trophy streak like that. J Money's deck was incredible. They played well. I think if I had Force of Vigored the Fable the Mirror Breaker before they got to grow the Evora, I wouldn't have had a Construct in play. That might have helped, but I don't know. Sometimes you just get vintage cubed. Their deck was good, but overall, our deck performed well. I really sad about that last match because the opponent was just, I don't know. But I think this deck performed about how I would expect. A little bit more interaction would have been nice. Also just drawing better. Like against the red deck, I had Fury in my deck. I have Pyrogoyf. You know, I could have hit Asika's Chariot. All those things would have helped, but it is what it is. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.